Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds. Okay, a few things to get through to today on this edition. We're through to the next round of the Carabao Cup, and we are the holders in that. That was good to see. Okay, we went through on penalties, but we've got a great second keeper there. Okay, in Kareem, he's brilliant for us. So yeah, really good. It was a really good performance by the youngsters. I thought I think it was 6 or 7 started under 20 and under, which was good. I liked the energy of the game in the first half. Second half, Derby was trying to do us on the counter attack. We should have really won it in open play, but it was positive. The other positive thing was that the Anfield crowd actually were singing from first minute to the last minute, really getting behind the boys, and that was really good to see. All in all, a good performance by us, and it gets us through to the next round. And of course, we were going to get drawn with City, weren't we? That was just written in the stars. So we've played Man City twice this season. Well, if you can call the Community Shield as a game, we beat them 3-1 and then beat them 1-0 as well. So Pep Guardiola won't be looking forward to that tie, especially as it's going to be probably our first game to be played after the World Cup final. Before we play Aston Villa away the following weekend. So that game will be week commencing the 19th of December. So yeah, something to look forward to with that one. Okay, just to go on to Jurgen Klopp's press conference. No silly questions were asked by the journalists. I thought they were all good questions that were asked, which makes a change. And Jurgen obviously gave his thoughts on most things. He was happy for the lads that are going to the World Cup, but you could probably tell on the other hand he just wants them to come back. He'll be monitoring them. Apparently there's 7 of the first team squad that are playing for the various countries. And you know my feelings. Couldn't give a toss about the World Cup. So he was asked who does he want to win. He said, I'm not bothered. And then he went Brazil and started laughing and making a joke of it. Probably because that's his after Germany, that's probably his favourite team to win the World Cup. On to Southampton. Well, they've just sacked their manager last week. So a young manager from the Championship comes and takes over them, Nathan Jones. He likes, from Luton Town, he likes his teams to play in the front foot, where happy days for Liverpool, really. Jurgen's going to make 11 changes. They're going to be our probably full-strength squad, including the bench, this weekend against them. So I'm just like Jurgen, making this as a final before we head off for the World Cup break, and a bit more on that, what we're doing as well. So yeah, Jurgen's made it clear that this is our World Cup final, and I have to agree with him. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. I just hope that the fans that are going to this 3 o'clock kickoff get behind the team. I'm not going myself. I'm at a family gathering, but I will have my phone on, and I'll be following the game via the LFC commentary on there. So I'll be watching that then, and obviously I'll get back and watch the highlights on Sky, and then I'll make another one of these. So yeah, just getting back onto the supporters. I know it's a 3 o'clock kickoff, but we need to get behind the lads to get us these 3 points. Now, for me, these are a massive 3 points for us to get before we go to the break, because it'll just set us up nicely for the second half of the season, because it will be intense the number of games that we're going to play from 19th of December, week commencing from then onwards, is unreal. Absolutely unreal. And this is all being done because of this pathetic World Cup being planted on all the countries and all the best footballers in the world that are going to that tournament as well. So yeah, Southampton, they are going to be strong. We need to be at our best. I've got us down for a 3-0 win, so don't let me down, Reds. I've stuck my chest out and I've given you a prediction on that. But as you know, we've not played really well from the teams at the bottom half of the league, apart from Bournemouth, and so yeah, it really needs to be a good game. Somebody was asking Jurgen about the ownership in a way, and he said nothing changes. We've still got our plans going forward. He has a good relationship with the board. Of course, he has. I'm sure he's had a couple of ups and downs with them, but yeah, he's got a good relationship, and he said they're always looking in the window, etc., to strengthen the team. He's never gone in there and they've said no to him about transfers and things like that. So yeah, but yeah, we'll wait to see. Just on the ownership thing, it's after the beginning of the week of all the things that were being said about are they going to sell or not. I mean, I made one of these after that as well, and I gave my thoughts on that. So I'm still under the impression of, look, if they are going to sell, we as the supporters have to have a say in it, because we don't want we've had the Gillette and Hicks Cowboys in. I don't want another kind of Americans coming in like that. There's rumours that they are only rumours that a couple of Middle Eastern consortiums are looking into us. There's a couple of American ones looking into us, but yeah, something interesting I read about Redbird, which own 11% of FSG. They have a interest also in AC Milan, so I'm not so sure if they'll be interested in taking Liverpool on full tilt on that, or would they be allowed to do that? So yeah, and which is interesting. I never knew that about Redbird. Didn't know that they had the pies in the Italian league there, and but yeah, so interesting. But yeah, anything else? I'm just waiting, just like a normal fan would. I'm not going to speculate who it's going to be. I'll leave that to the other social media guys. As far as I'm concerned, it's business as normal. We carry on as what we are. So yeah, we'll just wait and sit on our hands and wait and see what happens. Yeah, on that front. So just going on to obviously. I've also mentioned previously that we are going to be having a training camp in Dubai. Jurgen has said, look, any players that get knocked out of that of the World Cup, they're not a million miles away to join the training camp. I did say to you that I believe there's a couple of games scheduled for there. Whether we get to see them on LFC TV, I'm not so sure, but yeah, one of them is, believe it or not, AC Milan, and the other one is a French team. I thought it was Lyon or Lille, something like that. Could be totally different. So we've got 7 players going away. I don't think all of them be playing, apart from Virgil. Will probably play for Holland all the games. Canate, I don't think he'll play many for France. Ali will play majority of all games for Brazil. Fabinho, I think he'll get a run out. Hendo, I think he won't get many games for or much game time for England. I'll be surprised at that with um, Alexander Arnold. I think he'll play a few games for England. So have I missed anybody out? Ali, Canate, Virgil, Trent, Fabinho. Oh, and Darwin Núñez. Obviously, he's playing for Uruguay. He'll probably play all of their games. So yeah, all in all, nothing more to add apart from some games that are scheduled as well for the under 18s. They have a mini derby with Everton. When will that be? That'll be sometime in November. I think it's 26 or something like that. The under 21s don't play till January the 8th, and the women's, they don't play for a few weeks either. So last game before we have a break, I'll do a after match video at some point on Saturday, and give you my thoughts on that. If you like what I'm doing, if you please give us a like on here, and if you want to subscribe, please press the subscribe button. This channel is Up the Reds. It's all things Liverpool on and off the pitch, and really it's for you guys. If you want me to talk about anything, or you want my point of view, just send me a message, and I'll bring it up on here, and we can have a discussion. Okay, so enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll speak tomorrow. Up the Reds.